Mickey. We are very pleased having you as a language auxiliary teacher since October 2022. We all know that it must be hard for you staying away from home all this time. Living in Philippines must be so different to living in Galicia. We were wondering if you could give your opinion about this experience.
Would you recommend this experience to the other people? Why or why not?
I would definitely recommend this experience to other people if given the chance. Why? Because I had a very good experience in this school. Primarily because I was able to live my dreams, to be able to live alone in and abroad, and also to experience and emerge in different culture and in different language.
That's
So-
cool. That's cool.
Is our school very different from the school you went to when you were in primary?
Back in the Philippines, yes. During my primary years, that was way back 2000 and something, which I cannot remember anymore. But the school facilities are very different. Given the economic status in the Philippines, we live in a third world country and not everything is provided for the students. But here in Spain, everything is provided for you, all the facilities you have, just like this radio station. You also have your interactive boards, you have your laptops. In the Philippines, we don't have those facilities in a public school.
That's actually sad. Can you tell us something we do that you wouldn't ever do in a school in Philippines?
One of the things that shocked me here when I went in Spain is the fact that you call your teachers on a first name basis. Back in the Philippines, we call our teachers ma'am or sir.
What was your favorite subject in school?
That is a very easy question. My favorite subject is English.
Cool. In general, what do you think about art?
In general, I think art is a creative process. When you say art, it could be in a form of a theater, music, literature, painting, These are creative process. And I do really love and appreciate art.
That's right.
Now, we would like to ask you questions about yourself. What are some of the things you do first in the morning?
Well, on weekends, the first thing I do in the morning is to put off my alarm. Well, I have probably 4 to 5 alarms so that when I stopped one, I would continue with the other. And then on weekends, the first thing I do in the morning is to drink my coffee and enjoy it while it's hot.
What's one of your favorite habits you have?
Well, aside from traveling, I also love walking around in our area by the beach. I also love to watch series or movies. And here in Spain, it's a thing, it's a culture, it's called siesta. I also love to sleep.
Yes, yes, we all love it.
What are some things that make you really happy?
Well, I am a very simple man, and simple things makes me really happy. Like my family, the love I have been receiving, the school that I am with, the children here, the teachers, everyone here basically makes me happy. And of course, food, sleeping, to be able to live freely, that makes me happy.
Yeah, everyone loves that.
What are some things that make you really sad?
Well, one of the saddest thing I've experienced here, living abroad, living alone, is to be alone. And I think it's sad when you don't have your family, you don't have your support with you, and you are fighting your battles alone. And when you're sick, you have to do it yourself because you are on your own. And but at the same time, it's a good experience because you are able to be independent. But being the saddest part again is to be alone.
Being free is it's a little grace, I guess.
What are what are some things that scare you?
Some things that scare me, I think what scares me the most is the future because no one knows what the future holds. So that's one of the scariest thing I have in mind.
Yeah, that the future could be so scary if you think about it. Would you rather live in a rural area or in the city?
Well, back in the Philippines, I live in a city, and here I live in a rural area. If I were given the chance, if I would be given the chance to live in a place, I would choose a rural area. Why? Because the people are basically smaller. The towns, if they know each other, and it feels like you belong to a certain family. Unlike when you live in a city, there's a lot of people, and it's the hustle culture that we have in a city that is very different from the chill or the relaxed vibe that you get from a rural area.
We all know each other in this place
Yes.
because we are only 5,000.
Yeah.
Do you have any brother or sisters? How many?
Yes. Well, basically, we are 7 in the family, 3 brothers and 4 sisters.
Wow. Wow.
Wow, I have one brother, and that's it.
I am one brother.
You also have one brother.
I not any brothers.
You don't have anyone.
One brother.
No.
It's really cool having a little, or
Yeah, it's different when you have a bigger circle.
yeah, it's so bad because let's just continue.
What's your favorite food?
Well, my favorite food is caramel ice cream from Mercadona.
Mine too.
Me too.
Do you like spicy food?
Very much. In fact, in the Philippines, I eat a lot of spicy food, but here I don't find anything spicy in Spain.
There's a place called the Froys, and there's a lot of food, and I think there's a lot of spicy food too, because they're too, how can I say, let's call it rooms, like,
Little.
and yes, and in one there's pizza and things like that, and in the other one is snacks and bread and fish and food, and it's 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 cool. It's cool having a place nearby.
Do you like spicy food?
I love spicy food.
But I think the definition of spicy food in Asia and in Europe is very different. So in Asia, when you say it's spicy, it's really, really spicy. But when you go to Europe, when you try the spicy things here, it's not that spicy for
Yeah.
us, for an Asian palate.
The spiciest thing I ever ate was a ramen, and I don't know why.
Ramen is a Japanese food, and ramen is also spicy.
Yes.
Let's continue. What do you do for fun?
Well, basically, I am a boring person, so what I do for fun is sleeping.
Me too.
I love sleeping.
Me too.
Everyone loves sleeping.
Yes.
And
Yes.
the siesta
Yes.
is, you can sleep whenever you want in here. But in Philippines, can you?
I don't think so you can do that because we work 8 hours a day in the Philippines, but as a teacher, I work 12 hours a day.
Oh, that's a lot of hours.
Yes. And siesta, there's no siesta in the Philippines.
No.
Because in 8 hours, we only have 1 hour break.
Wow. That means that you only sleep from 10 to 8 hours.
Less than 8 hours. Because when we get home, we also do a lot of things.
And then you like being here because you don't have to work that much.
Yes, very much. Here, we only work for basically 5 hours in a day, and I only work for 4 days a week. And on my free time, of course, I do part-time jobs, which is I teach English to some kids and to adults.
It's a lot better being a teacher because in here my mom also works for 7 hours, and being a teacher you only work for 5 hours, and that's it.
I think you only work 5 hours in school, but when you get home, you also do other things like lesson planning,
I don't
tests, you check.
I don't know. But checking the test is something that, yeah, you can have 2 hours of checking tests because the 18 students, 18 tests, you have to do, like check them, and that's a lot of work. Let's continue simply.
Yeah, but let me just give you like an idea of what I have,
Yes.
of what my work is in the Philippines.
Yes, sir.
So back in the Philippines, I handle, for example, for the first term, I handle grade 9 students. And I have 5 sections,
Yes.
basically A, B, C, D, and E. And in each section, I have 35 students.
What?
So 35 students, you multiply that by 5, so that's
Wait,
200.
that's more than what it's in
No.
this school.
Yes.
In this
Wow.
school.
Wow.
and I teach them all, and I give grades, and I check all their papers. So just imagine.
Yeah, let's continue because we are getting a lot of time like this.
Yes.
Do you like traveling?
Very much. In fact, I've traveled to 11 countries already.
I'm sure you won't travel anymore.
I would love to travel more.
In here, you can just stay here and survive because it is easy.
Yeah. But when you travel, I think the best experience, the best teacher is to travel, because you get to experience a lot of things. You
The
know?
worst thing about travel is the scary thing about being in planes. That I have phobia to planes
Ah.
because I think they're gonna explode in the air, and I get so nervous, and I can't say what I feel.
Did you know that airplane is one of the safest transportation?
I did not know.
It is, actually. It's a fact. It's one of the safest transportation. And also, I think you have an acrophobia, which is fear of heights.
Yes, I
Yeah.
do. When my father like catch me, and when I back in the days when I was younger, when my father catch me, he did he
Did
throw,
he
throw me to the
throw
air
you?
and
Okay.
then catch me again, and I almost die on.
That scares
on
you the
air.
most. Right.
I like.
You don't like the feeling of
Die.
falling, no?
Yes.
Everyone, of course.
Let's continue because this is getting too long.
But
Do you like planning things out detail or be spontaneous?
well, when I travel alone, I love to plan things ahead of time. Well, basically, I'm really a planner. I plan my things ahead. And to be spontaneous, when I travel with my friends, I love to be spontaneous because it makes you visit places that you don't get to visit, and you get to experience some of the culture which you don't really get to experience when you have detailed plan, you know? So be spontaneous and be detailed at the same time. So I'm in between.
What have you learned today?
Well, basically, the greatest lesson I've learned today is to be grateful, to be thankful, no? To be thankful for everything that you have, to be thankful for all the experiences that you get, to be grateful for the love that you receive from the school, from the people, from this culture, and to be grateful that you're able to live your dreams. No, so if I have one advice for each of you, I would say that you go and pursue your dreams. So if you want to experience to live abroad, to live on your own, to travel, and to inspire other people, then by all means do it. Okay?
I'm really happy you can get this experience because, like, not everyone can travel to Spain.
Yes, that is so
Obviously-
true.
Obviously, in South Korea, it's a lot harder. But in Philippines, I think I don't know how many hours you were in that plane, coming and maybe sleeping.
Where's basically 16 to 17 hours by plane.
So you slept the same as you worked.
Yes. I did.
So you did not work for a day and sleep. How many hours did you sleep in the plane?
Well, to be honest with you, when I travel, I do not sleep.
I do, because if not, I'm gonna be.
Oh my God.
I don't sleep when I travel. I have to be awake all the time, especially here because I travel by public transportation, right? So I have to be alert. I shouldn't be sleeping. So that's a thing in me. So it's different when you're traveling on a private car and when you travel in a public car.
Yeah, let's continue because this is getting too long.
All right.
Thank you very much for your help and your support, and also thank you for this interview.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mikey.
Thank you, Mikey.
Thank you, Mikey.
Thank you.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye, Mikey.
Goodbye, everyone.
Bye everyone.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Have a great day.